Hey everyone, I'm Dan.
And I'm Georgina.
And we got
here
here just in time. Been a little bit since we did the intro, so I need to remember what to do.
What to do, what to say, but
Yeah,
we're here now.
Here now, exactly. And we're here to cheers to the year of 2024 and look forward to 2025. So
yes, cheers. Oh, okay, I'll cheers myself, no worries. What are you drinking?
I have a Galadriel by Three Taverns Brewing, and I am excited. It's a triple Belgian, which is normally not really my preferred style of beer, but because it's a Lord of the Rings reference, I bought it for that reason.
Wait, explain what a triple Belgian is. I know what like a double IPA is somewhat, and I know it usually has a little bit of a higher ABV. Is that the same for the triple Belgian?
Right. So like if you have an IPA, what you're drinking, it's just a regular IPA, but like when you get a double IPA or a triple IPA, it's just stronger, I guess. There's probably more technical stuff behind it than that.
Okay.
But it's the same with Belgian. Like you actually like Belgian beer sometimes. Like the sort of macro version would be Blue Moon, but this is like a more traditional brewed process from a cool local brewery, and it's triple.
Awesome.
So it's stronger.
And I'm drinking a Medlock IPA. It's located here in Georgia in Savannah. I'm drinking it out of a Juice Quest Scofflaw Brewing cup that we actually went to an event where Scofflaw was doing like a beer tasting, right?
Yeah.
So that was like really cool. That was really fun.
Got to meet one of the brewers and learn about the different beers. So yeah, and it made Georgina a true fan.
Oh, I feel like we've been like so fortunate with all the different breweries that we've gone to, like that cool one in Stone Mountain that was like neon and retro.
Yes,
I love that
can't
one.
think of the name, but I will write it down in the description. But it was like a 90s themed neon brewery, very cool.
It was so
and
cool.
Tasty. They don't have cans yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Guys, this is a beer podcast now. I'm just joking. So should we recap like Q4 of 2024 just because life was so busy in the best way possible, but we literally had no time for anything and we barely took any time off.
Yeah. Definitely. Do you want me to go?
If you have a couple things in mind, absolutely.
Definitely. I mean, I said this earlier on social media, but it was probably my best year ever. In my blogging, it's been 16 years. Yeah. And probably the second best year was around 2017. So it's really awesome to see the success that I've had this year. And it's been a hard fight to get there, but fun and awesome.
Yeah.
So
you put so much hard work into all these projects, into your website, into like optimizing all of your recipes, kind of reformatting things, like working with that ad agency, working with someone for SEO and Pinterest. Like he's very humble and doesn't always get into those details, but I know just how much time goes into it, a minimum of 6 days a week. So
well, this year, a lot of things clicked where I felt like before I was like, I can't do that, I can't do this all at the same time. And then it was like, okay, well, 2 years ago, I kind of figured out how to get a cadence on Facebook. And then a year ago, I figured out how to get my SEO going and how to get like going on my website itself. And then this year that just ended, I really was able to like tie Facebook, my website, and Instagram and TikTok all together as one sort of like moving beast that I could do all at the same time, and was able to like play the game a little more than I normally do when sometimes I'm like, I can't do that because it's not me anymore. And I learned, in my opinion, how to still be me while still playing the game.
Like that food blogger conference. And then there was another conference we went to where people were talking about like, it's just a part of like what you have to do for people to find your content, which is ultimately what you want to do to help guide, inspire, whatever it is, to get more people in the kitchen. So I understand a lot of artists are like, I'm not doing that, you know, And it's admirable, but also like you were so successful this year. And, you know, that, I'm not saying it was all of it at all. It was part of it. And I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. And I'm proud of you. So now why don't you go?
So last year was incredible because we're filming this in January. You know, it started out a little rough. I went back to Massachusetts for a couple weeks to spend time with my family while my dad was having a really huge back surgery. And while I was there, I got laid off by Amazon. So that was tough, but it was also like, I'm really grateful it happened because I got to just unplug and spend as much time with my family as possible without having to worry about work. And ended up signing on with a great consulting agency. I started chatting with them in April and am now just consulting in influencer marketing with like the biggest brands in the world, like my dream company.
And doing it for yourself, which is so cool.
Yes, under my own company. And then one by one, I kept signing more clients under my own company. And now I'm kind of like, so I'm a very risk averse person. Like Dan's run his own business for over 10 years. Whereas like, I'm kind of like, well, I kind of want to know when my paycheck's coming, you know, like it works because like my job would provide us healthcare. But now seeing just how I can, you know, I'm now also kind of working 6 days a week, but I'm seeing the fruits, all of the fruits of all of my labor. Instead of building something for someone else, I'm seeing all the benefits. And so it's so exciting. Like today, we're probably going to go to, shocker, a brewery, and just set up shop for an hour or two and work. It's a nice social environment. There'll probably be a game on, but we'll still get work done. And I'm excited about that work. So I'm really proud. And one big goal of mine in 2025 is just to kind of tighten up and polish my processes and the tools that I'm using. I have great systems in place, partially like startup grants from Notion. So I have like the best version of Notion from them for free. I have a free version, actually the enterprise version from Airtable, also a great small business grant. So I have a lot of the tools. I just want to make sure I'm setting them up for like client portals, for my accounting, and just day-to-day task management. So that's one of my really big goals for 2025.
Well, I didn't know we were jumping right into goals.
Yeah, it just came up.
So that made me want to say this because I thought I decided this morning and haven't told you yet to see what you think, and you're going to be excited.
Oh.
I said that I managed Facebook, and then I figured out like my website and social media a little bit, and I have like a good flow going. And this morning I decided that this year I'm going to try to tackle, now I'm saying it out loud, but YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? Like I was sitting there doing my morning like stretch and workout.
Yeah.
And I was making excuses to myself and saying like, well, I was super busy with my current workload, and if only I could just like do it all at the same time. And I remembered that I have my old phone. We haven't traded our phones in yet.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And I can do one vertical and one horizontal on two different phones.
Time.
And I can set up, I already thought of a style for YouTube videos, just cut it a little longer and still have a reactionary like voiceover, but film myself doing the voiceover so I can cut it in and out of the 2 minutes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And it will only probably add like 15 minutes to my daily workflow, and then like an hour a week of editing maybe.
Wow.
And be able to continue to expand.
This is huge because a lot of my job is working with YouTube creators, and it's where a lot of creators began, a lot of big beauty creators. And I, chat with them. I, kind of oversee some of the agencies that are working with them. And of course, like the revenue. And I this year started posting, just repurposing content onto YouTube Shorts. And I noticed how much more engagement I got. It was actually insane. Like way more engagement on YouTube Shorts, where I have very little followers, like under 1,000, versus the engagement I get on Instagram and sometimes even TikTok, because I think YouTube seems to be prioritizing that short, snappy content to remain competitive.
Yeah.
So this is so exciting, and let me know how I can support you. Guys, this is the last time you're going to see us here. We'll be in our mansion next time we film.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm just joking. What are you hoping? Are you going to be... Well, you just thought of this morning. I was like, what's the series? What's the content strategy? You're like, girl, slow down.
No, I'm just starting out I do 2 videos a week, one brand new recipe and one old one that I'm making a new, like updating a new video. So right now to start, I'm just going to do those 2 things.
Love that.
Vertical and horizontal.
That's perfect.
And do 2. Plus, I'm going to just make sure that I'm sharing my verticals to YouTube too.
Good.
So then it'll be 4 a week, kind of the same recipe twice.
Yeah.
But one vertical, one horizontal, one shorter, one longer.
That's incredible. That is so incredible. So I'm so proud of you.
Well, it's I knew that this would be fun to mention to you here because it's one of those things you always say, like, you got to get on YouTube. I'm like, I'm literally drowning in my work right now.
Well, you were focusing on so many things. I think you have been progressing in branching out, diversifying your income in so many ways. Like last year, Dan also took Amazon affiliate very seriously. Like he was like linking things because people are always asking him, like, where do I get this? Like, people ask us all the time now, what do you recommend for podcasting? Like this microphone. We couldn't find it on Amazon anymore, but I regularly send people Dan's Amazon shop. And so it's like people are shopping and he's making revenue in his sleep. So you took that really seriously this year.
I also wanted to shout out Flip.
Yes.
I feel like it. First of all, they paid me, so I want to say that they
ad
paid me to start.
Yeah.
But I kept going, and I think if anyone is a small to medium creator and you're looking for another source of income, you need to be on Flip. You have to be there. It's giving great
incentives and stuff like that.
What do you call it? A creator fund, like paying per view. The amount you get paid per view on Flip, like for example, it's $20 for 1,000 views.
Wow.
So if
insane.
Give you an example, I got 2 million views on Instagram in 1 month and made $75.
Perfect.
Obviously there's less views to go around on Flip,
yes.
but
it's growing.
You're getting, like, when you can do a little well on there, you easily make like $50. You just repost your old videos, and you make some money. So turn it around, get free products, get a little extra income in a new way, and it's a really cool place to be.
And we'll make sure to include a link to where to find it, because I know it's like may not be flip.com. We'll make sure that we include a link in on Spotify caption, YouTube caption, all of that. So I actually created some content on Flip, and you didn't really speak to this, but it may not have been relevant, but for me it is, because I love to shop. So Dan, so he makes enough videos, and they were paying him like a substantial enough amount. He was like, okay, I have some extra money. Would you like to go shopping? And I'm like, is the sky currently blue? And so he like ordered all these things for me because they have beauty, like skincare, home things, like beautiful candles, decor. So I got great stuff. So I actually created some content too. Now we kind of share an account so that we can optimize those efforts.
And obviously kitchen stuff, which is what I get from there. But
yes.
What the way you were able to shop is there's a thing where, like, if you get enough views and post enough videos, and it's like not that many to hit these tiers, you get, like, for every $100 you spend, you get a free like $200 of free products that you get to choose from. So yeah, again, like, it's an easy way to like build out your kitchen for free and make a little income on the side for like a up and coming creator.
Yes. So thank you, Flip, for sponsoring that segment. So why don't we talk about what we're looking forward to in 2025? I know the next 3 months we have a good amount planned, but so many incredible experiences. So many of our friends are going through some really exciting moments in their life. For example, my very good friend Demi, I recently flew back for her bridal shower. I'm going back for her bachelorette in February, and then she's getting married in March. So we'll be there for that with all of our friends, which is so exciting.
And then Alex has a wedding too, so
Yes.
we have 2 weddings.
Alex and
together
Carly just
this
got
year.
engaged.
And
so excited.
I feel
Matt,
like we've gone a few years not having a ton of weddings.
I
so,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Matt Simcoe. You probably have seen him in a bunch of our content from Boston. Matt Simcoe is turning 40, and
We gotta just put his business out there.
he's gonna have 40 everywhere, 40 balloons, like da da da. Like, we're all around that age. It doesn't matter. I doubt he's mad. And if you are, Matt,
I don't care.
to age is a privilege, you know. But he's having a huge party in
June.
must be June. He's a Gemini, and definitely acts like Gemini. So we're really excited to also fly back for that.
Yeah.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be super exciting, and I'm looking forward to all these trips that we have and seeing how YouTube's gonna work out, and
Yeah.
just keeping up with I made a goal last year to do 1 recipe a week, new recipe a week. Was successful and plan to do that again this year.
And to clarify, when you say 1 recipe a week, you mean 1 unique new recipe for yourself, in addition to all the recipes that he's been creating for brand partnerships. So it's not like he's oftentimes making a multitude of other recipes during the week, in addition to managing all the other parts of your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you say is like, I do want to say like we're so optimistic about last year, but we there was a lot of like struggle.
There
right?
was, yes.
Between
Losing my
Frida-
job. Oh, Frida was sick.
Frida
yeah.
getting sick a lot and
Very
us dealing
sick.
with that, being in and out of the vet. My shoulder has been an issue that I'm dealing with this whole year. It's like an old swimming maybe injury, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic about it right now, but it's been an issue for most of the year.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more, I don't want to say depressing, but it weighs on me more than I think it does.
Yeah, it will, like, because it's
Yeah.
it's putting you into like you're experiencing chronic pain.
Yeah.
You know?
And you build, like you said, layoff, but like building your own business, it's stressful.
Yes.
It takes a lot of time and
While
energy
still
and work
interviewing and
while
seeing
interviewing
if
and all
like
that stuff.
remaining in corporate made sense for me.
Yeah.
And it turns out at this point in my life, it maybe doesn't. But at the same time, I'm still currently talking to some incredible companies here in Atlanta.
It's not like a choice to make between being for yourself or being in corporate. It's a choice to make whatever the best decision that presents itself at the moment is.
There he goes. That part.
But the reason I brought up those sort of lows is what is your highs of the year?
My high. I think my family has been through a lot, both my parents medically. I think as we get older, our parents are getting older and we worry. Obviously, like we moved away. And, just seeing things shift. We're kind of in this new place in our lives and they are as well. So my father recovering well from his surgery, healed fully as of last week. My mom, my parents are very private, so I'm not going to tell any details, but she had also kind of a health scare, but got the all clear also about 2 weeks ago. So it's incredible to be able to end the year with my parents, little Frida getting the all clear from her vet as of yesterday, and just move into the new year with a clean bill of health, and your shoulder's feeling better. My lupus remains in remission, so I am just so grateful for our health.
Well, that's nice. I was going to say something shallow, like our trip to Las Vegas or something. But
Oh, wait, which one? Last year's or this year's?
Last year.
Oh, last year's. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was an incredible trip. And it actually ended up, it like was kind of the catalyst to me signing an incredible new client that I have, because I met them in preparation for that conference I was speaking at. We didn't actually get to connect at the conference, but we stayed in touch. And then we had a call. It was actually like the week of Christmas. And like, you know, I'm learning when new clients potentially come in, it's usually, if it's a smaller business, they meant to reach out like a month ago and they're very excited to get started. So I have to respond quickly. And when I do, typically they're like, okay, they sign the proposal, pay their deposit. And I'm like, okay, like Christmas, we're working. No, I'm just joking. We took Christmas off.
Yeah.
Also, what do we cook? We cooked some great stuff for Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. Do you remember Thanksgiving?
Well, for Christmas, we made those tasty mushroom
Oh my God,
turnovers.
mushroom turnovers that my aunt, like, she said it was a secret recipe. She wouldn't give us the recipe. I was like, it was
You
so
were putting
crazy.
it out there.
Yes, on Angela. What was up with that? Did you think he was going to post it on his website as dance? Like, why?
Well, I'll have to tag her in the comments.
Don't. But she gave it to my sister. She wouldn't give it to me.
And then I was also going to say you're successfully pulling off 4 amazing WIM events.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yes. That was something. Very proud of myself for hosting 4 very different fun events. One, the Google building, an incredible pool party, a happy hour in Midtown, and a great holiday party here in Reynoldstown. That was a lot of fun. So thank you. And I couldn't have done it, obviously, without Dan. Dan was there doing anything, like pulling all the things into the venue or flipping burgers at the grill, poolside. Bubba Burgers. And thank you, Bubba from Bubba Burgers for sponsoring all of our delicious food, not just regular meat. We just had all types of delicious burgers. My favorite is like that onion burger. There's one that has onion. Love. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a crazy year, a lot of wonderful events, a lot of ups and downs, but
Yes.
I've never been more excited and optimistic than I am right now.
Yeah.
So,
me too.
So glad to be podcasting, by the way.
Yeah.
And as we always say, we're going to try to do this more, but
We'll see.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best.
yeah. And thank you all for listening, and cheers to 2025.
Cheers to 2025.